Test, test.
Well, we'd like to welcome you all to our Junior Beefmaster show here this afternoon. Our judge is Miss Terry Barber from Albuquerque area, New Mexico. Two, test, test.
Really have a nice class of Beefmasters here to start this junior show out with. Thank you guys for being here today and bringing such a good set of cattle. I'm really looking forward to evaluating both your junior and open entries. Nice duo to start the class with. I'm going to keep them in the order they're in. We've got some real young July heifer calves out here. The red heifer, she's just longer bodied. She's got more shape to her rib and down in that lower 1/3. Balance is really nice. She's got some base width extended through that front end. A female that's certainly growthy in terms of her weight per day of age. If I'd change her, I'd like to see her a little truer and more structurally sound from that knee down. She toes out just a little bit at this young age, but really like the curvature to that rib cage and that width and overall dimension she gives you. The black heifer here in second, a nice green cat in her own right. She's probably cleaner made. She's not as long, obviously not as growthy right now at this stage, but got a lot of nice things to put together. Again, if we could change her maybe just a little truer from the knee down to the ground. She's also wanting to toe out just a hair, but really nice condition, nice fresh cattle here, a good one to start the class with.
Congratulations to our winners out of class number 1. First place went to exhibitor number 567, Kayla Tassin. Second place went to exhibitor 558, Wyatt St. John. Now coming in the ring, we'll have class number 2. Class 2 Junior Beefmasters. Class 3 Beefmasters, please be making your way to the makeup ring.
We're going to leave these heifers as they're standing. Young man with the brockle face will be the class winner. We've got quite a bit of age, well, not a lot of age difference, but a lot of size difference, I think. Very high performing female here in second. We've got more moderate framed, I think just more youthful appearing female that's going to win the class. Really like her design. Feel from the side. She's made really nice from that shoulder forward. She's got a lot of depth of rib. Super correct from her hooks to her pins, and I really like that set she has from the hawk down. Ask her to go on the move, and she glides really, really well. Just a very complete, very nice condition heifer. Young man does a nice job showing. Heifer here in second, definitely the pounds performance female of the class. We like her in terms of her smoothness from her shoulder forward. She's probably a little squarer and truer from her knee down compared to our class winner, and I'll concede that advantage in terms of her foot size and structure. She gets a little bit softer in her pasture, and she's a little more awkward from the hooks to her pins and then from her hawk down. I'd like to just free her up a little bit, but beautiful profile, great front end. Just like to tone it down in terms of her size at this age, but really nice heifer. We get into third and fourth, this yellow or this red heifer coming around, really long-bodied female. Love her from her angle and her design through the top of her shoulder. She's strong in that top line. She tends to just get a little bit tapered out from hooks to pins. She's a little choppier on the move when you ask her to go, but certainly has a lot of rib and a lot of brood cow potential there. The next heifer in class, really like this one. She's a flashy made female, super long-sided. Love that extension through her front end. Maybe not the most feminine head, but she's got a lot of length and she's got a lot of substance of bone. She gets a little weak behind that shoulder today for me, but I guess where I'd really like to strengthen her is down in that lower 1/4, and I get behind her, but I love her rib shape and her design. The next heifer, this little heifer's been a little bit of a bully today, but really a thick-made, high-volume female. She's a little choppier and coarser fronted than the heifers in front of her, but she's got a nice maternal look about her, and she's definitely an easy fleshing kind. Female that's rounding out the class, so again, a real super green heifer. I like her in terms of her design, really strong in her top line, level-hipped. She just gets a little too narrow for me today. I think when she gets some more groceries in her and comes on as a yearling, she's probably going to have as much brood cow potential as any of them, but really a nice class to start with. Congratulations again to your class winner.
Congratulations to our winners out of class number 2, Junior Beefmasters. First place went to exhibitor 555, Burger Etheridge. Second place in that class went to exhibitor 562, Jared Gardner. Third place went to 578, Sophia Garza. Fourth place went to Sarah Cole. Fifth place went to exhibitor 559, Elaney Ainsworth. And sixth place went to exhibitor 573, Vic Garza. Now coming in the ring, we have class number 3, Junior Beefmasters. Class 4, if you could make your way to the makeup ring area, class 4.
Tremendous class of March, April calves out here. This first heifer, she's a barn burner in my mind. Female puts a lot of nice things together, super attractive from the profile, tremendous in terms of her hip and her hind leg, big old foot on her. Um, Female that gets out and moves as good as any, and to be that rugged in terms of her structure and her design, she's still loose. She's got that extra extension through the front end. Yeah, she's probably got a little bit of shoulder, but she's so massive and carries it well. It's dimensional, really great sweep to her ribs. She wins pretty easily. And then we get into a heifer here that I think just follows her in type and pattern. Really a nice profile female. She's got the advantage in terms of her shoulder and her slope, strong down her top line. She plays out a little bit, I think, from hooks to pins and in that lower stifle when you compare her to the muscle of that heifer that wins it. But she's good off her feet and legs. She's balanced. She's very attractive and feminine through her front end. Young lady does a nice job exhibiting her. Then we get into the third heifer. You can come around if you like. Female she's just a little more rugged in her design all the way. A heifer I like for her spring of rib and her depth of body. She's good on her feet and legs. She's just playing out a little bit in terms of hooks to pins when you compare to the two in front. But she's in a class with two really, really strong females. This young lady's heifer coming next. Really like her freshness today. She's a nice slicked off heifer. Gives you a nice look. As much volume and spring of rib as any in here. She just gets a little unattractive from that hawk down. I think maybe trim her feet a little bit and that could kind of get her up a little bit better. But she gets out and takes a long free stride. She's just not as attractive from the ground down when you analyze her. Next female, a lot of shape to this heifer. Really like that top turn. She's smooth down in her fore rib. She's heavy design, big foot. She gets a little coarser, a little plainer about that head and neck, but boy, she's got a lot of muscle and a lot of meat to offer in terms of a breeding piece. The female that rounds out the class, another really nice heifer. She just ran into some power in here. This female's not as wide made, not as in terms of her today, but certainly a female that's got an awful lot of quality to offer.
And congratulations to our winners out of class number 3. First place went to exhibitor 565, Kayla Tassin. Second place went to exhibitor number 582, Kayla Beeson. Third place went to exhibitor 557, Kate Edwards. Fourth place went to exhibitor 563, Sarah Cole. Fifth place went to exhibitor 560, Layla Smith. And sixth place went to exhibitor number 556, Lucas Allen. Now in the ring, we have class number 4. Class 4, Junior Beefmasters. Class number 5, please be making your way to the makeup ring area.
Got just a few days difference in these February calves. None of them, I think, are just the perfect one out here, but the most fault-free is the young lady that's going to win the class. Combination of rib and muscle and design. Really nice over the top line. She's strong from hooks to pins. Good on her feet and legs. A female that gives you a really nice look when she gets her set up. She just balances um, as well as any of them. I think she's probably got the advantage in trimness of neck, extension through that front end, just really feminine about her head and neck. Nice little heifer to win the class. Then these two get, some trade-offs here. This is just a heavier design, a deeper ribbed, fleshier kind of female here in second. A little bit weak behind her shoulders, but she's still got some length from hooks to pins. She blends in nice with her shoulder, and you get behind her and you really like that base width. I think she's just a really nice brood cow in the making. The green heifer here in third place here, beautiful profile heifer from that shoulder forward. I like that extension. She's nice at the point of her shoulder. She's long and level hipped. She's just really green and really thin today. I question the amount of muscle she has, but as she continues to grow and gain weight, this heifer is going to be a really nice show female. She's just not as much to her today to get around that class winner.
Congratulations to our winners out of class number 4. First place went to exhibitor number 579, Sophia Garza. Second place went to exhibitor 561, Dusty Orsman. And third place went to exhibitor 574, Vicente Garza. Now in the ring, we're showing class number 5, class 5 Junior Beefmasters. At the conclusion of this class, we will show for our champion reserve division.
Got another really nice class of Beefmasters here, and the top end of this class, really high quality. The female that wins the class, she's just ultra powerful. She's got a sweep and deep depth of rib and volume like no other we've seen yet. Really like that about her. She's strong down that top line, level from hooks to pins. You get behind her, and she's definitely got some base width. Lays in nice at the front of her shoulder and very sound off her feet and legs. A heifer that appears to be very easy fleshing and very capable of handling herself when you put her on the move. Just a nice female with a lot of balance and show appeal. The heifer in second is a lot like her. She's longer side. She's not going to have as much depth of rib or that expression of muscling, but she's a smooth made female, like the extension through her front end, just not quite as attractive through the front end, not quite as strong behind her shoulder today, but really a nice long balanced female to go in second. Third and fourth get a little tougher. These two are kind of more quicker pattern for me today. Got a little shorter cannon bone on this female here. She's really nice through her shoulder, strong in her top line. I like that looseness of flesh and the easy fleshing ability she shows. Just going to be a nice moderate famed, good middle of the road female. Pretty rugged in terms of her foot shape and size. Like again, I said, she's really nice. Just ran into a really powerful one to win the class. The young man's heifer that brings the class up. Another really nice fresh made female. I love her femininity through that head. She's a little bit coarser about her shoulder, I think, but she's long spined. She's got some depth in that rear flank. We just like to free her up off both ends to go higher today, but really a nice class.
And congratulations to our winners out of class number 5, Junior Beefmasters. First place went exhibitor 566, Kayla Tassin. Second place went exhibitor number 553, Turner Kutzman. Third place went exhibitor number 551, Brayley Cohen. And fourth place went exhibitor 580, Santiago Garza. We will now be showing for our division champion in the calf division. Out of class 1, we will have exhibitor number 567, Kayla Tassin. First place in exhibitor number 555, out of class number 2, we Bridger Etheridge. Third class, first place in that class went to Kayla Tassin again. In our class number 4, first place coming in will be Sophia Garza. And out of class number 5 of exhibitor 566, Kayla Tassin.
Let's give these exhibitors for your first division a nice round of applause. Really, really high quality class winners and respective seconds out here. We just talked them in class, so I guess what I'm looking for, very obviously, is just structurally sound, very complete females. This is a really nice lineup for this age. You've got a lot of quality that was clear to the last placing in each of these classes. Really impressed when I get them back out here. Structure-wise, I think these are all very, very good animals. I think they've got the foundational basics to just continue to be really nice show heifers and brood cows in the making. There's several of these out here that I think are definitely deserving to be a division champion. Today, I am going to select your champion, and we'll bring in the respective second for reserve. Congratulations, all you exhibitors.
Congratulations to our calf champion goes to exhibitor number 566, Kayla Tassin. Now coming in will be our second place, shown by Turner Knudsen. And congratulations to our reserve calf champion, also goes to exhibitor 565, Kayla Tassin. Next, coming in the ring, we will bring in a single entry class number 8. Class 9, please be making your way to the makeup ring.
Got a really nice functional female, single entry December late in the month born calf. Just really a nice balanced female. You like her in terms of her top design, her levelness from hooks to pins. She's stout on her footwork and her bone work. Female that's got some extension through that front end. She's got some shape down in her quarter, and you ask her to move, and she's a nice, long, free-strided female. Just a lot of function and practicality. Congratulations.
And congratulations to our first place. Out of class number 8, went to exhibitor 552, Briley Cohen. Now coming in the ring, we'll have class number 9. Class 9, Junior Beefmasters. Class 10, please be making your way to the makeup ring.
This is really a nice class of winter-born heifer calves. This first heifer, she puts a lot of nice things together in a really attractive package. A lot of show ring appeal to her. She's rugged in her design, big, good-footed, sound-made female. Love that extra shape and dimension to her lower rib. She's clean in her underline and just tremendous from hooks to pins. She's got a lot of red meat in there. Again, just a really, really attractive female to win the class. The second heifer is a really unique female. She's probably, for me, she's almost a little steery looking. She's a little awkward in that front end and her shoulder. Carries a little bit more brisket, I think, in terms of that balance from the side. But where I'd like to change her is just the length and levelness from hooks to pins. She almost appears a little bit shorter hipped, especially compared to that class winner. A female that dips a little behind her shoulder, but I love the shape and the volume of muscle that she has. She's really a unique package that you could do a lot of things with. I'd just like to make her a little more feminine, a little smoother with that shoulder to go higher today. 3 and 4, this third bald-faced heifer, she's really nice and attractive from the side. She's plenty tall. I'd maybe like to tone her down just a hair with that frame size, but she balances nice with her fore and rear rib. She's not as expressive muscled. She's going to be the lighter muscled of these top two, but still very feminine, very attractive through that front end. Nice job on her condition today. The heifer that rounds out the class, another really outstanding female. She just ran into some pretty powerful ones up above her. She's long-sided. She's got some nice shape to her ribs, some flex to her pasterns. Just not as much to her, not as bold and deep in that rear rib to go higher today.
Congratulations to our winner out of class number 9. First place went to exhibitor number 569, Kayla Tassin. Second place went to exhibitor number 583, Kaylee Beeson. Third place went to exhibitor 554, Brigger Etheridge. And fourth place went to exhibitor 575, Vincent Garza. Now come in the ring, we have class number 10, class 10 Junior Beefmasters.
I'm going to leave these heifers standing as they are. Fall-born females, some difference in performance and weight per day of age in our class winner. Certainly the growthy female of the duo here. Heifer that's just got more to her. She's deeper ribbed. She's got more flex, I think, in her pasterns. You get behind her, there's more base width, and she's leveler from hooks to pins. I think when you compare these two, she's just more attractive from the hock down, and she balances really nicely through that long extended front end, really nicely presented. Your heifer in second, really fresh in terms of her appearance. I love her femininity. She's got a nice set to her head. The female that just, again, I think when you compare her to that class winner, she gets a little more awkward from her rump structure, and as a result from her hock down, we just like to make her a little squarer and truer, but certainly a very nice feminine female you've done a nice job with.
Congratulations to our winners out of class number 10. First place went to exhibitor number 577, Sophia Garza. Second place went to exhibitor number 584, Kaylee Beeson. Now coming in the ring, we have class number 11, class 11. At the conclusion of this class, we'll bring our first place ones back from 8, 9, and 10 to show for our junior division champion.
Folks, here's a really fun one to show. You can just tell this heifer's got exceptional class and quality. She's made as nice through that front end and up in her head and neck as any we've seen. Certainly a female that, in terms of broodiness and that shape to her ribs, she just balances beautifully. She's sound off her feet and legs. Love her from her hooks to her pins, and get behind her, and she's got that base width that you like. Easy fleshing, easy doing, just donor cow all the way around. Congratulations on a nice class winner.
And congratulations to our winners out of class number 11. First place went to exhibitor number 572, Lane Hagan. And correction on the class number 10. First place went to exhibitor Kaylee Beeson, and second place went to exhibitor Sophia Garza. Now coming in the ring, we'll have our first placers out of 8, 9, 10, and 11. First coming in the ring, we'll have exhibitor number 552, Brayley Cohen. Out of class number 9, we'll have exhibitor number 569, Kaylee Tassin. And out of class number 10, we'll have exhibitor number 584, Kaylee Beeson. And out of class number 11, we'll have exhibitor number 572, Lane Hagan.
Again, let's put our hands together for a really nice division with our class winners and respective seconds. We had a couple of single entries here that are flanking the middle ones, and two really nice heifers in their own right that could stand more competition in class. You know, we talked this youngest heifer just being really nice in her design and smooth in terms of her lines and clean made. And you get her back out here, she's a really nice young heifer, light conditioned, maybe not the most powerful in her rib or her design, but certainly very nice for her age, and I appreciate that moderate frame. The heifer here in second, behind her, a heifer I loved in terms of that rib shape and her volume and expansion. She puts a lot of nice things together for a brood cow in the making. Just very rugged in terms of her design, but smooth made and gets out and tracks really nicely. The third heifer from that division lineup here in this class, a heifer I really like from the side. She's great for her shoulder and laid in nice with some slope at the top, extended through her front end. Not, again, the most powerful in terms of her volume or that shape to rib, but she's a green heifer. I appreciate her condition, and again, sound off her feet and legs. And then the heifer we just talked, that single entry, she's just powerful. There's really no holes in her. I find her very flawless in terms of her structure and her design. A heifer that certainly has a lot of quality, and again, she puts a lot of nice things together. She'll be your division champion, and we'll take a look for your reserve. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our junior division champion. Goes to exhibitor number 572, Lane Hagan. And our reserve junior champion goes to exhibitor number 569, Kaylee Tassin. We'll now be bringing in class number 14, class 14. At the conclusion of our junior Beefmaster show here in Performance Arena, we will be moving over to back over to Jim Norick to show all of our open cattle. The open Beefmaster show will be over in Jim Norick immediately following the conclusion of the junior show.
Couple of really nice March females out here, yearling heifers, very, very nice. Some subtle differences in them. I think structure and flexibility places this red heifer above our second for me. She's just really square on all fours, no bad angles when you look at her. Heifer that's got some openness up at the top of her shoulder. She's got some muscle down her top and really tremendous from hooks to pins. She's got that nice spring of rib. She balances well. And again, she's just much more fluid and comfortable off her feet and legs compared to our heifer in second. The black brindle heifer is very striking from the side. She's beautiful from her shoulder forward. A heifer that I like in terms of that depth of fore and rear rib. Extremely capacitated in that form. She's probably got the advantage right behind her shoulder in strength too. This heifer just gets a little more awkward when you ask her to lead. I just like to free her up off both ends to go higher today, but two awfully good heifers. Certainly stand more competition.
And congratulations to our winner out of class number 14. First place went to exhibit number 570, Kayla Tassin. Second place went to exhibit number 571, Lane Hagan. Now coming in the ring, we'll have class number 15, class 15 Junior Beefmasters. Class 16, please be making your way to the makeup ring area.
I'm going to leave these heifers standing as they are. The young man's heifer that wins the class, this black female is just ultra feminine and refined about her head and neck. She's sound off her feet and legs. She takes a long free stride. Both of these females do. I commend you for the structural soundness of both of them. I just see a little more practicality in this black heifer. She's stronger behind her shoulder, just more elegant, more feminine through that whole front end. I really appreciate her in terms of her teat size and udder development at this age. A lot of nice sweep to her rib. Balance is really nice from hooks to pins. The heifer in second, big growthy female. Appreciate the performance in her. She's probably got an advantage in heel depth compared to this class winner. Just a big, rugged, bigger footed type female. Along with that, she gets a little coarser about her head and neck. I'd maybe just like to sweeten her up a bit there. Give her just a tad more strength right behind that shoulder for a beautiful profile. But two really, really nice heifers. Congratulations.
And congratulations to our winners out of class number 15. First place went to exhibitor 581, Santiago Garza. Second place went exhibitor 550, Briley Cowan. Now coming in the ring, we'll have class number 16. Class 16 is now entering the ring. At the conclusion of this class, we will pick our senior division champion. And at the conclusion of our division championship, we will come bring our calf champion and our junior champion back in with our senior to show for our overall grand champion, junior Beefmaster.
Here's a really nice duo of senior yearling heifers out here. We've got one that's obviously already got a live calf on the ground, doing a great job. Beautiful udder. I love the spacing of her teats and the size of them. Just a lot of maternal look about this female. Super long from hooks to pins. She balances beautifully. Not to take much away from this cow either. She's definitely holding her own. And like I said, just really, really broody and feminine. Love this heifer. The female in second, another just high quality female. You really like her in terms of that depth of rib, another udder that looks like it's coming on with nice spacing. She's just not as far along in terms of her calving process here, but a female, I like the length. I like her definition down in that lower quarter, just not quite as powerful as that pair that wins it.
And congratulations to our winners out of class number 16. First place went to exhibitor 568, Kaylee Tassin. Second place went to exhibitor number 576, Vicente Garza. Now coming in the ring, we will have our first place exhibitors out of class 14, 15, and 16 to show for our senior division champion. First coming in the ring, we have our winner out of class number 14, exhibitor 570, Kaylee Tassin. And our first place out of class number 15, Santiago Garza, exhibitor number 581. And class 16, our first place exhibitor, number 568, Kaylee Tassin. Again, at the conclusion of our junior Beefmaster show over here, we will move back over to Jim Norick Arena to show all of our open breeding cattle. Open Beefmaster show will be back over in Jim Norick Arena.
Again, let's give these exhibitors a nice round of applause for another really, really stout division. Well, I tell you what, you guys, you don't have a lot of numbers, but the ones you've got are plumb powerful. This is a really nice lineup again, just extremely sound and functional and brood type cows in the making. Um, Really a lot of breed character too, I think, to go with these. You know, I'd love to have a herd of just 3 or 6 of these and have a lot of fun with the breeding potential, but really, really nice females. This youngest heifer, I talked to her in class and really liked her style and her design. She's strong, she's easy fleshing, sound off her feet and legs, and just really, really complete. The black heifer here in front and that middle class, a female that's extra long. She's got that extra sweep to her rib, and you really like that shape to her. Again, another sound female. You know, we were talking about her heel depth on those back legs. She's probably a little more shallower footed and heel than some of these other heifers out here, but she still takes a long free stride. I like her extension through her front end. Maybe not as attractive with a little bit extra leather there, but still just super angular and super feminine. The pair that we just talked, the senior yearling, just a beautiful cow, and she's doing a tremendous job with this calf. I can imagine her having several days probably in the blue without this calf at side, and picturing her just as she's come on in just that beautiful bag. And again, just flawless in terms of her design. I like her a lot. She'll be your champion today. Congratulations. Let's bring that second in and we'll select your reserve.
And congratulations to our champion senior division. Goes to exhibitor number 568, Kaylee Tassin. And congratulations to our reserve division champion. Goes to exhibitor number 581, Santiago Garza. We will now be bringing in all of our champion and reserve divisions to show off our overall grand and reserve grand champion. Now coming in the ring, we have our calf champion, division champion, which went to exhibitor number 566, Kale Tassin. Second in the ring, we'll have our junior champion, went to exhibitor number 572, Lane Hagan. And third in the ring, we'll have our senior division champion, went to exhibitor number 568, Kale Tassin. Once again, let's give Miss Terry Barber a big round of applause and thank her for coming over to judge our show this afternoon.
As we're bringing our division champions and reserves back out here, again, let's give a really nice round of applause to these exhibitors and breeders. This is a tremendous show, ultra good quality. It's always fun to judge. To me, these American breeds that bring so much practicality and form and function to the beef business, and you guys have done a tremendous job bringing just exceptional cattle out here today. Thank you again to the Cattlemen's Congress and for the Beefmaster Association for inviting me to sort your juniors. Certainly been a pleasure. I think as we've talked to each of these in class and division, really proud of your lineup out here, and you juniors are to be commended on just doing such a great job with these cattle. There's a couple of heifers that really kind of jumped out at me when I saw them in class in respective division. I'm going to end up keeping them together. They will be your grand champion in reserve. It'll be these two right here in your Division 2. Congratulations.
And congratulations to your Grand and Reserve Grand Champion. Junior Beefmaster Grand Champion went to exhibitor number 572, Lane Hagan. Your Reserve Grand Champion went to exhibitor number 569, K.L. Tassin. Once again, we will be showing all of our open Beefmaster show. We will show them over in the Jim Norick Arena. So if you can be making your way back over to Jim Norick Arena to the carport, we'll start lining up open show classes over there. And for all of our our division champions and our Grand and Reserve, if you guys want to take pictures, do we want to take pictures over here, next level, or do you want to go back over there? Since we're going to start our Beefmaster show over. It's like you got your grand champion coming down there. If any other division champions want to take your photos over at the photo backdrop in the Jim Norick Arena or Super Barn, you're more than welcome to.
the Oklahoma Simmental Association for inviting me to have the opportunity to come down here and evaluate these. It's been exciting for the last couple months, knowing that you're going to come down here and just particularly knowing how good these cattle were, and they are absolutely better out here than you can imagine thinking about it before you come. These cattle are really, really good. And like I said just a minute ago, if it doesn't, as a Simmental enthusiast, get you just a little bit ramped up to see how good these are, well, like I said, I think you're watching something different than I am, because it's just been an honor, and I want to thank the crew at home and my wife for coming with me yesterday to judge. That was a lot of fun getting able to do that yesterday also, and just been a fun 2 days for me. It's been kind of a humbling experience every time you get the opportunity to do one of these shows. You take it seriously and try to do your best and just call it the way you see it. And so I think that's what we've done today. And an awesome set of cattle. I want to thank I want to congratulate all the breeders and exhibitors, because like Cody said, we both appreciate how much commitment it takes to get cattle all the way through this year, or even the younger cattle ready for an event like this. And it's a busy time of year at home, and just an awesome set. My congratulations, and with that being said, I'm going to go out here and get you a champion female in this particular drive. Join me around ringside giving these exhibitors a round of applause. Thank you.
And congratulations, your grand champion, purebred Simmental heifer here at the Cattlemen's Congress, coming out of your junior division. Congratulations, Colt Raider of Aledo, Illinois, with Weiss Miss Lily, 35J. And congratulations, your reserve grand champion, purebred Simmental heifer, going to Sarah Sullivan, Dunlap, Iowa, with J. Saul Rosie, 1112J. Well, again, congratulations to our Simmental exhibitors. A special thank you to the association and junior board for helping us here in the ring. We'd also like to congratulate your premier exhibitor, Circle M Farms and Rockin' P Livestock, and your premier breeder, Miss Sarah Sullivan.
Over here on the Beefmaster side, I didn't want to steal the show or any suspense from over there on the Simmentals. Congratulations to those exhibitors, but we're going to get back rolling. The young man here in the pink shirt and the vest, I think that heifer, if you get her to quit fighting the halter and you can really study her angles and the way that she's built, coupled with her elite and real good look from the side, I think this is probably the safest spot to land. She could probably use a touch more softness to her center body, but I really like her lines and I really like her attractiveness. Nothing wrong with the young man's red heifer that comes in second. Very practical, functional kind of cattle. I like her feet and legs, her smoothness and her femininity. Just not quite the extra wow factor that one that wins has. So a really nice pair of cattle. Give them a round of applause.
Well, congratulations over here in the Beefmaster ring. Class 3, first place exhibited by Wyatt St. John. In second place will go to Kyle Tassin. We're now going to bring in Class 4 here in your Beefmaster ring. This will be our final class here in our Heifer Calf division. And over here in ring 2, we would like to introduce your judge this afternoon, Mr. Brandon Colopy of Yukon, Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, here in Jim Norick, let's put our hands together and welcome Mr. Colopy to the arena.
Really awesome class winner we have to start off, or to kind of wrap up this division. I think when we talk about cattle that are fundamentally correct in terms of their feet and legs, have the right kind of body shape, but then they just overwhelm you in terms of their look and their design and feature. I think we have a very, very high quality class winner here with the young lady's heifer. Fights the halter a little bit, and she'll give you a little look like she doesn't want to reach from behind, but I think if you just study her angles and joints, you have to appreciate what this one really brings to the table. Congratulations to you. I really like a lot about the red heifer in second. It probably best matches my class winner in terms of her striking look from the side, her femininity. Get her into motion. She pulls up in the middle of her spine. She ducks her pins a little bit and not quite as coordinated in the way that she travels from behind. Really nice look from the side, though. I like the substance and the power and just kind of the practicality of the black mock coming in third. A heifer that flexes and reaches the right kind of way, has some substance, not quite the extra wow factor as the heifers that precede her. A little different kind with the young man that comes in that comes out next. I like her smoothness of pattern. She's big-footed. She's really good at the surface. It's when we set her into motion, she pulls up in the middle of her back, gets a little uncoordinated when she goes. She kind of disappoints me going away. She flattens when you get in behind her. Really intriguing look from the side out of the painted up heifer. I like her again, her stoutness of feature, her length and extension. Comes in too many pieces when we set the cattle into motion. Wants to kind of cross over a little bit when you get in behind the cattle, not quite as coordinated. Love the power and the brood cow look in the heifer that comes next. Really round-bodied, probably the most highest performing heifer of the drive here. Big-footed and heavy-boned. Just doesn't get out and travel with the flexibility that I need to see and for me to get her up any higher. And then kind of the opposite end of the story here, one that's really flexible and sound and smooth. Young lady, I just need to see a little depth of body and some more power in your heifer to get her up any higher today. Really, really dominant class winner. Let's give him a round of applause.
Well, congratulations in Class 4 over here in your Beefmaster show. First place, we go to Maddox McCullum. Second place, and congratulations to Sophia Garza. Third place, exhibited by Bridger Etheridge. Fourth place, exhibited by Vincent Garza. Sixth place will go to Jared Gardner. Seventh place will go to Alani Ainsworth. We're now going to bring this first and second in. Our judge will select his champion reserve heifer calf.
Let's go ahead and everyone ringside put our hands together for the first division of females over here in the Open Beefmasters. We're going to keep it going at a pretty good pace. I know it's been a stressful week, and we have a supreme drive to get to, but I don't want to take anything away from the cattle that we have out here in front of us because I think we have 4 really high-quality females. I do have a couple in mind that just suit me a little better. I think to me that there's a really dominant winner. A young lady out of that second class is going to win this division, and then just the type and kind and something that gets out and travels with enough flexibility for me is the young man that wins that first class for reserve. Let's put our hands together.
Well, congratulations, your champion heifer calf coming out of Class 4. Congratulations to Maddox McCullum and your reserve champion to come out of Class 3. Congratulations goes to Wyatt St. John. We'll now look to get started with Class 7 here in your Open Beefmaster show. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, entering the ring now is Class 7. This is in your Spring Heifer Calf division.
Young ladies heifer that wins this first class of this division, I think, kind of does so pretty handily for me. Again, you talk about the fundamentals of being sound and practical and low maintenance like a potential brood cow should be, but then you couple it with that striking look and those extra intangibles like some extra shape and some stoutness of feature, and I think this one kind of gravitates towards the top pretty handily for me. Very nice heifer for you, young lady. Heifer that comes in second, it's a tough pair, honestly, between second and third, I think, because they're so different in terms of their kind. I'm just more comfortable with the black heifer's smoothness of pattern and femininity. When you get in behind the cattle, I do need to stouten her up. She kind of crosses her rear legs when she gets out in motion, a little uncoordinated. Again, I just think she's a little more my kind in terms of her body, her femininity. I love the stoutness and power and the size of foot and bone underneath the red one that comes in 3. Again, total opposite when you get in behind the cattle. She's round-bodied, she's big-pinned. When you get them into motion, she just falls short in terms of balance and functionality. But again, in her own right, a really powerful kind of a heifer for the young man. Let's put a round of applause together for him.
Well, congratulations in Class 7. First place to go to Cal Tassin. Second place exhibited by Kaylee Beeson. And third place to go to Lucas Allen. We'll now look to see Class 8 here at your Spring Heifer Calf division.
two really good types of heifers out here, and I don't think they could be any more dissimilar in terms of kind. The red heifer that I like to use to win, I think, just suits me a little bit better in terms of her extreme parts. I like that heifer's attractive look from the side, her stoutness of feature, the angle to her shoulder, really nice set to her rear leg. And for me, the kind of deciding factor is when you get in behind the cattle, I read more true dimension and pin width and shape to her upper rib. She's a little leaner and fresher for me as well. Really high quality animal. I love so much about the young lady's black and white one that comes in second. I probably prefer her depth of body, the sweep to her lower rib, the way that she transitioned into her forerib. Really nice brood cow prospect. When you get her into motion, middle of her back comes up a little bit. When you get in behind the cattle, I don't just see quite as much true power and substance. Tone her down just a touch in terms of condition. Same thing can be said for the red and white one that comes out next. I think for me, I like her cowiness. I like her practicality. We need to tone her down a little bit in terms of condition, and maybe free her up a little bit in terms of the way she reaches from behind when you get them out on the move. I like the flexibility in the length and refinement of the one that comes out and rounds out the class. For me, she comes in a little bit too many pieces. I need to change her in her forerib. She's a little bit rounder out of her hip, and when you study this one at the surface, I think her shallowness of heel it just makes her a little uncoordinated in the way that she travels from behind. Really, really nice class. I like the heifer on top quite a bit. Let's give them a round of applause.
Well, congratulations in Class 8. First place, go to P5 Cattle. Second place, and congratulations, Callie Ellis. Third place, exhibited by Mink Farms. And fourth place, go to Sarah Cole. We'll now bring in Class 9 over here in your Beefmaster ring.
I think sometimes what makes judging challenging is you have to make calls and do things that scare you a little bit. But I think that's what makes cattle, the breeding of cattle, move in a progressive area. And I think the heifer that I use to win suits me the best in terms of her structural base. Is she the roundest bodied, the furthest along, or maybe even the stoutest one? No, I don't believe that at all. But I think when you study them at the ground, she is by far the best in terms of her feet, her joints and flexibility, and how comfortable she is out here on the move. I still think that heifer has enough depth of body. I love her extension, her angularity up front. Yes, she probably does need pulled apart a little bit for me to just fall in love with her, but I think that's just a little more my kind. I do like the power and the depth and the brood cow look. The heifer that comes in second. I think I need to freshen her up a little bit at the crest of her neck, and loosen her up a little bit in the way that she sets down on those rear ankles for me to get her on the top side of this class, but a really good, powerful kind of female for second. I love the stoutness of feature in the red brindle that comes in 3. She's moderate. I like her low maintenance look. She's smooth, and I like her angles. A little plainer at the base of her throat and down into her chest. She's built a little rounder out of that hip. Really good kind of a brood cow prospect. And same thing can be said for the dark red one that rounds out. I like her power. I like her boldness of rib and dimension when you get in behind her. For me, young lady, we need to free her up when we set the cattle into motion for me to get her up any higher.
Well, congratulations in Class 9. First place will go to Vicente Garza. Second place, congratulations, Callie Ellis. Third place, exhibited by Dusty Osment. And fourth place will go to Sofia Garza. We'll now look to see your final class in this division. This will be Class 10.
Really nice class of 4 out here in front of us, and I think the one that the wins is probably just the most comfortable place for me to start. Not the extra wow factor, pizzazz, and style as some of the heifers that we've seen come through the ring today, but I think when you talk about one that gets out and travels, has some flexibility, brood cow look to her. She's bold-bodied, she's really stout pinned, still plenty fresh in her condition for me, and I think has a nice balanced look from the side. Need to stouten her up in terms of her foot and bone. Maybe just give her a little more length and extension up front. But I think just a really safe place to start. The young man that comes in second, between second and third, I think, young lady, go ahead and pull yours around because I think these two cattle are very similar in terms of kind. Love their stoutness of feature. Love the set to their hock and pastern. When we ask the cattle to get into motion, neither one of them are perfect in the way that they utilize their hip and rear leg. Young man's heifer pulls her hock in just a little bit, ducks her pins, but I think of the pair here, I'm more comfortable with this one in terms of her condition. She's fresher, she's a little smoother and more refined about her look. I really wanted to tie into the cowiness and the power and feature of the heifer in 3, but when we get the cattle into motion and we ask them to lead, she's a little wastier in terms of her chest and in her underline. I think her moderation maybe serves her at a disadvantage in terms of how much power and feature she really has. And then when you flip the script for the heifer that rounds out, I myself like bigger frame cattle with some growth, but I think this it's a disadvantage for her, a little disservice, if you will, because when she comes with that extra frame, I think this heifer needs to be bodied down and come with a more practical look and just come with some more power as well. A really, really nice class, tough class to sort through. Let's give them a round of applause.
Well, congratulations in Class 10 here in your Open Beefmaster show. First place exhibited by Cale Tassin. Second place will go to Santiago Garza. Third place, and congratulations to Brayley Cowan. And fourth place will go to Frank Phillips College. We're now going to bring those first and seconds in. Select the champion reserve here in your heifer calf division.
Let's put our hands together for the division of cattle we have out in front of us. I think we have 8 heifers out here that are really nice. For me, the four that, again, I'm not going to go run back through them, but the four that I have out here that win these classes suit me better. They're more my kind. Of the four class winners out here, I think there's really three of them that I can really tie into in terms of their look, their presence, having some extra stoutness of feature. A couple of them, like I said, they're no cattle or no head of cattle I've ever seen is perfect, but I do think a few of them out here are awfully good in their own right. So I'm gonna take one last look through these 8 we have out here, and I'm gonna go get you a grand in reserve of this division, and let's get our hands together one more time.
Well, congratulations over here in your spring heifer calf division. Your champion will come out of that first class. Congratulations to Cale Tassin. And congratulations, your reserve champion in that division will come out of class 9. Congratulations to Vicente Garza. We're now going to get started with class 14 here in your Beefmaster show.
Really nice top pair of heifers we have out here, and I'm not the frame score police. I don't really care what size they come in because I think good ones come in all shapes and sizes. When we ask the cattle to get in motion of these two, I think they're both very similar in the way that they get out and travel. For me, it's the little bit of extra tidiness at the base of this one's chest to the heifer that I used to win, the extra power down low, and the squareness of when you get in behind the cattle that kind of helps her levitate towards the top. I do think that this heifer gets outside of herself just a touch when you set him into motion. Can't tell if she's fighting the halter or if it's the way that she's built and just how powerful she really is, but really nice, balanced, powerful kind of a female. I like the extra size and length and extension of the heifer in second. When we get them into motion, she's got a little extra set to her rear leg. It's a little different and uncoordinated, I should say, in the way that she motors from behind, but I love that one's brood cow potential, her extra power and dimension. You know, the heifer that gave me some trouble is the one that comes in 3 because she's very similar to the kind of cattle that I tie into and that I've been using so far this afternoon. Love her lines, her silhouette, her refinement and femininity. You know, with that, she comes with some true foot and bone. But I think amongst those top 3, she just gets out horse. She's a little flatter sided. She's a little narrower pinned. Just can't rival those top 2 to get up any higher today. Down the road, I do think that's an awfully nice heifer for the young man. Stoutest one in class by far is the black one that stands in front of us. And with that, you would not expect her to move the ways she does. She has a really nice set to her hock and pastern. Then her knee is set back in her. She's square at the ground. Just needs to be a little more refined for me. Tone her down at the crest of her neck. Maybe smoothen her up in her shoulder. But really, really stout, cool, a neat featured one. And then the one that rounds out the class, I think, is a nice brood cow prospect. She's moderate. She's smooth. She has some bone. I need her neck to come up out of her shoulders a little bit. I need her to be more flexible in the way that she travels from behind. A really nice pair of cattle up top. Let's give them a round of applause.
Well, congratulations in Class 14. First place to go to Cal Tassin. Second place and congratulations goes to Lissy Beefmasters. Third place exhibited by Vicente Garza. Fourth place will go to Kaylee Beeson. And fifth place and congratulations to Mink Farms. We'll now bring in Class 15 here in the Beefmaster Show.
really fun class out here in front of us to talk. And for me, the young ladies heifer that wins does so pretty handily. Again, kind of back to what I say earlier, we talk about the fundamentals, but then one that just ties it all together and can make a breed go in the right direction. And I think this is the one. We got one that's big-footed, big boned. Her lines and balance and silhouette is incredible. Neck comes high. She's smooth shouldered. Her angles are perfect. Heifer's really comfortable in motion. I love her underline and just the way that this one proportions from the side. Can't wait to see what she looks like out here in this division drive. Really high quality one to start this class. I do like a lot of things about the dark heifer that comes in second. She's moderate. Her angles are just as good, if not better, than the one that wins. She's very functional when you set the cattle in motion. She wants to run downhill just a touch. She doesn't have that extra elite look from the side as the one that wins. But boy, that's just a really nice kind of a female that's hard to pick a hole in. I like the size and performance and stature of the heifer that comes in 3. She's long-bodied. She gets out and travels in a functional kind of a way. When you get the cattle parked, she's not as balanced and proportional in her underline from the side. I need to freshen her up at the base of her chest just a little bit. And then the red and white heifer that rounds out this class, you have to appreciate her refinement and femininity. That's one that's still functional. She's just a little flatter sided, a little narrower type of female when you get in behind the cattle, but a really nice heifer in her own right. Let's give them a round of applause.
Well, congratulations in Class 16. First place go to Maddox McCullum. Second place go to P5 Cattle. Third place, and congratulations to Kaylee Beeson. And fourth place is Sophia Garza. We're now going to bring our first and seconds in, select a champion reserve fall heifer calf. We do have a single entry coming in as well in Class 15.
As we get these 3 class winners back out here, I talked 1 and 3. The heifer here in the middle was a single entry that we're going to talk real quick here. The heifer comes to me with the exact look and femininity and extension that I always strive to pick. I love her feet and legs and the shape of her feet and the way that she gets out and travels. For me, the heifer does need a little square in the way that she sets them down up front, especially for not having quite as much power as the heifers on either end of her. A really striking kind of a heifer, though, in her own right. I'm going to take one last look. Let's put our hands together, and I'm going to go get you a champion in reserve of this division.
Well, congratulations, your champion fall heifer calf coming out of Class 16. Congratulations, Maddox McCollum. And congratulations, reserve in that division will come out of Class 14. Congratulations to Cal Tassin. We'll now look to see your next division. This will be Class 22 Intermediate Heifers.
Really nice duo of heifers here in front of us, and these two are the only ones within this division, so they will serve as the champion and reserve division females. And I'm going to go ahead and use the red and white heifer to win this class/division. You talk about one that's this ready to roll and far along, and at this stage of the game, still fresh-fronted, still so agile in the way that she gets out and travels. One that's square, that's angular, just really hard to pick a hole in that particular female. There's so much to love, really round-bodied as well. Congratulations. I do like a lot about your heifer, young man, and I think her extension and refinement is also what I've been searching for today. For me, she just needs to be a little deeper bodied, a little softer back into her flank, come with a little extra look up front, but a very nice heifer in her own right. Congratulations to you.
Well, congratulations in your Beefmaster ring. Your champion intermediate heifer will go to Callie Ellis and reserve champion. Congratulations to Frank Phillips College. Now in the ring is Class 26.
Well, the water is certainly getting deeper out here because these are two very high quality heifers. I needed to make another lap with both of them just so I could be sure. Young lady here on my right with the brindle's going to win this class. And I think it's when the second time we get them into motion and then that heifer gets parked, I'm more comfortable with her angles up front, the way she's set back in her knee, the set to her hock and pastern. Add that with her roundness of body, her freshness up front, and I think that heifer brings forth a lot of value. Not perfect in the center of her spine when she gets out and travels, but that's awfully powerful. That's one awfully powerful, round-bodied one. I think that's getting pretty critical. The red and white one really brings an intriguing look because she's stout featured. Her color does draw your attention right off the bat, but as we study them further into motion, I think the angle of her shoulder and the way that she's built in her knee is maybe not built for the long haul. She is getting a little more rigid in the way that she's traveling up front. I need her, and I know she's fighting the halter, but I need her to set down with a little more flexibility on this show side ankle for me to get her around that other one. But really tough pair of cattle. Let's give them a round of applause.
Well, congratulations in Class 26, first place. We'll go to Callie Ellis. In second place, we'll go to Kale Tassin. We'll now look to see Class 28 here in your Junior Heifer Division.
Another really nice pair of heifers to sort through here, and I like the young man's black heifer on my right to start. I like her moderation, I like her angles, the way that she's designed up front. I think when we set the cattle into motion, she hooks up better behind her shoulder, stays truer down her top line. Really nice in terms of her teat quality and placement. Love the design to her hock and pastern, just a real functional, neat kind of a female. Don't get me wrong, I want to tie into the extension and elevation of the red heifer that comes in second. She's a little higher performing, bigger footed and heavier bone type of female. I just don't think she transitions quite right, and behind her shoulder, the way that her chest, heart, and forearm all tie together just doesn't blend right for me, and for me that's what keeps her from getting on the top side of this class. Two really neat types of heifers to roll on with.
Well, congratulations in Class 28, first place to go to Santiago Garza. In second place to Brayley Cowan. We'll now bring in those first and seconds, and our judge will select champion reserve junior heifers.
Heifer to my far right here is a single entry that's coming out for division. We're going to talk her real quick because I think she deserves to have her credit in her day. This one's really moderate and smooth, and I like her functionality and flexibility when we ask her to lead. Is she probably as neat-chested and nice underlined and as well balanced as some of the heifers we've seen today? No, maybe not, but I do think that's a very low-maintenance brood cow prospect for the young man that I think does deserve some recognition. I'm going to take one last look through here, and we're going to go get you a champion in reserve of this division. Everyone ringside, let's give them a round of applause because the heat has been turned up for sure.
Well, congratulations, your champion junior heifer comes out of class 26, Callie Ellis. And congratulations, reserve champion in that division. Also coming out of class 26, congratulations to Kale Tassin. We'll now look to get started with your senior female division. We're bringing in class 32.
Nice class of females in front of us, and we're getting into the division where these cattle are going to show us what their true earning potential is. And I know we've got a calf at side here, but we still got a long ways to go. We got to nurse that calf and keep on going and make sure this cow's doing her job. But you know, we have two very high quality females out here in front of us. I do like the cow-calf pair that's in front of me to win this class. Man, for a cow to be built like that, nursing a calf and still be in that good of shape, that kind of utter design and teat structure and quality, you ask her to get into motion, and wow, she is flexible and square and fluid when she gets out and travels. So much power. I love her rib design, her elevation and her elegance up front. Man, there's not enough words that I can put together to say how much I really appreciate that cow. I know it's early in the calf's life, but that's one good looking, neat built one that's got a nice hind leg, and I do see a bright future if she looks anything like her mother. The heifer that goes in second in this class, I love her length, her extension. Her neck comes high out of her shoulder. She's very feminine featured. I love the shape of her hock and pastern and the way that she sets them down at the surface. For me, it's her heart and forerib. She's a little dry there, a little pinched in behind her shoulder. Really nice type of heifer to go second, though. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations in Class 32, first place will go to Kale Tassin, and second place will go to Vicente Garza. We're now going to bring in those first and seconds as well as Class 33, and our judge will select his champion reserves senior females.
The pair directly in front of me was a single entry that we're going to touch on because that's a very high quality pair as well. I love that cow's foot size and bone and dimension when you get in behind her. Her underline's really nice from her rear rib back into her flank. I love that cow's strength atop and her extension. One that gets out and travels fairly well for as much power and substance as she has. Maybe wants to step outside of herself just a little bit when we get him into motion. Could freshen her up just a touch in her condition, but that's being awfully critical of her because there's a lot of quality and power within that cow. Doing a real nice job raising this heifer calf at side. Again, if she looks like her mama one day, you're going to have a real competitive one on your hands. It's going to generate you some money. Man, you guys aren't making it easy on a guy here because we have two very high quality pairs in front of us. What it comes down to is personal preference, kind, and where I think cattle need to be at right now. I do like the black cow and the red calf here to my right to win this division. The other pair is going to be reserved. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations in our senior division. Your champion will come out of class 32. Congratulations to Cal Tassin, and reserve champion will come out of class 33, Callie Ellis. We're now going to bring in our next two single entries as one division. We'll bring in class 37 and class 38. This will be your final division here in our Beefmaster show.
Well, we have two class winners out here that were single entries, and so what we do out here is going to be your champion in reserve of this final division, and the quality has certainly not gone down. I think these are two really good cow-calf pairs. For me, I like the pair to my right with the yellow cow to go ahead and win this division. I think she's more my kind in terms of her extension up front, the way that her neck ties at the top of her shoulder. She's really good in her angles. I like the way that she sets them down from behind at the surface. So fresh and feminine in her look. We've got a big growthy calf on her side that I think is going to develop into a really nice female as well. This heifer, this pair that comes in second, the dark pair, nothing to take away because I prefer the power and stoutness of feature of this one for sure. She's stouter pinned, she's rounder bodied, and it has a really nice calf at side. Probably a little better in terms of her teat size and placement. For me, she's a little further along in terms of her condition. I don't think she has quite the extra pizzazz from the side, a little more rigid in the way that she sets them down on this rear ankle, but really high quality pair. That's being awfully critical. That's your champion in reserve, and we're about to get you a champion overall, so let's give them a round of applause.
Well, congratulations, your champion summer pairs coming out of class 37. Congratulations to Callie Ellis, and reserve champion will come out of class 38. Congratulations to Bradley Cowan. We're now going to bring in all those division champion and reserves, and our judge will select his grand and reserve grand champion, Beefmaster.
Well, the first thing I want everyone to do ringside is put our hands together for a incredible lineup of Beefmaster females that we have in front of us. I know that we're trying to get on to a supreme drive here this evening, but I do want to just take a moment because I think that this quality of cattle that we have in front of us, it has to, get everyone fired up. And I do think, I'm not going to run back through and talk all of them individually, but I want to speak on behalf of the whole drive here on the whole day that this has probably been one of the most enjoyable moments that I've been able to come to so far. I think of, of times where I wish I could take a feeling and bottle it up and keep that feeling forever. And I bet if I could sell it, I'd make a lot of money. And right here, right now, this is one of those feelings, because I'd be a liar if I told you that my heart wasn't pumping or beating a little harder, and my blood wasn't pumping a little faster, because I think anyone who does this for a living or who cares, anyone who sees the division winners and reserves that we have out here, I think you guys would feel the same way that I do. And it's just a little different feeling down here. And I'd be lying if I said the pressure wasn't on, because I don't think that there's any wrong way. I think that this boils down to personal preference, what suits me the most, what hit me the hardest, and that's what I look for. I think that we talk about progression in this industry a lot, and making cattle better, making this industry better, and sometimes in order to do that, we can't do the same things over and over again and expect the same or a different result. I'm pretty sure that's the definition of insanity. Sometimes you have to mix it up. Sometimes you have to do things that are a little more out there. And so I like what I have in front of me. I think that all division winners and reserves are the exact kind of cattle that I want to use, to win with, to replicate and breed on. I think they will make money regardless of what you're trying to do with them. They're not just show cattle. I think they have to have some functionality. And like I said, I just think we have a very impressive and elite lineup out here. I'm not going to get too long-winded. I do want to get this on the road for everyone, and I just want everyone to know how appreciative I am to be out here today. It's a very honored. I'm very honored. It's a very humbling experience. We still got to get a bull show done. So let's give them one big round of applause. I'm gonna keep the intensity going. Let's go get you a couple champions.
Well, congratulations, your grand champion Beefmaster here in our open show. Coming out of our first division, your champion heifer calf was exhibited by Maddox McCollum. And congratulations, your reserve grand champion, Beefmaster female here at the Cattlemen's Congress. Congratulations goes to Callie Ellis. Again, a big congratulations to all of our Beefmaster female exhibitors. We are now going to get started with your bull show here in Jim Nork Arena. Before we get into our grand drive, we'll look to start with class 45.
Really nice pair of bulls to start off the bull show here, and I think the painted up bull to my left kind of suits me better in terms of his practicality, his extra weight per day of age. That bull's functional in his skeleton. He has a nice balanced look to him. He's really big scrotaled, and I think his angles read true. Young man does an excellent job showing his little bull calf out here, and I do think there's a lot of good in him, and one day there could be a really nice project here for you, young man. His angles are good. He's really stout and shapely. He's really rugged for how immature he is. It's a really nice project for you. Wish you the best of luck down the road. Does a nice job. Let's give him a round of applause. Nice trio of bulls out here. The bull on my far left, a young lady here in the orange shirt or brown shirt, is going to win. I think he's probably the highest quality in terms of his look from the side. I love his angles. I like his practical and useful look to his center body. His shape down his top. The bull's got some muscle when you get in behind him. He's big scrotaled. He's rugged and masculine in his look. Just a really fault-free, kind of an easy class winner for me out here. And then the young lady on my far right is going to go ahead and be second. I think best match is my pick to win in terms of his roundness of body, his ruggedness and masculinity. I like that bull's stoutness of feature. He gets out and travels in a functional kind of a way. For me, he maybe ducks his pins, gets a little bit up underneath of himself, but I think a very useful type of a bull. And then the young man here directly in front of me is going to be third, and one that's long-bodied and has some performance and some muscle, has a functional set to his rear leg, a little sharper at the back side of his hock, maybe not quite the extra look as the two bulls ahead of him, but a really nice one in his own right. Give him a nice round of applause.
Well, at this time, we're going to bring in all of our first and seconds. We'll be selecting a champion reserve bull calf here in your Beefmaster show.
really competitive bulls we have out here. To me, there's two of them that gravitate towards what I'm searching for. We do have a couple of single entries that I want to go back through and talk. The bull right in front of me out of this second class is a single entry, the white spot on his side. Young lady, I think that's a really functional, sound structured type of a bull. He's deep bodied. He has a practical look to him. Maybe you need his neck to tie a little higher out of the top side of his shoulder. Give him a little more stoutness when you get him behind him, but a very functional kind. The bull to my far left, the white-footed bull, I think is ultra sound structured. I love his silhouette. I love his lines and the way that everything proportions from the side. Is he the stoutest one when you get him behind the cattle? No, probably not, but I think for me he has enough. What it comes down to is just a personal preference call, and for me, these two bulls here on my far left, classes 3 and 4, are the ones that gravitate towards the top. I like the young lady out of class 3 to be your champion, and I like the young lady out of class 4, that single entry, to be your reserve. Congratulations.
And congratulations in your bull calf division. Your champion will go to Callie Ellis, coming out of class 47, and reserve champion will come out of class 48. Congratulations to Sophia Garza. We'll now look to start your intermediate division. We'll be bringing in class 53.
Another exceptional trio of bulls out here. The one on my far right, the black bull, hits me the hardest, and about as hard as some of those heifers did. You talk about one that has that extra high quality look. His angles and proportions are perfect. The bull gets out and travels with so much comfort, yet when you get in behind him, he's still manly, he's still rugged, he's square out of the back of his shoulder, he's big-ended. That bull has such a high quality and very, very intriguing look to him. He's hard to deny. Congratulations to you. The two bulls, the two red ones that come in 2 and 3, I'm going to count them right to left here. Bull here in the middle probably best matches him in terms of balance and proportionality from the side. I like the way that he's built in his rear leg a little bit better than the bull that comes in 3. No doubt the bull that in 3rd is bigger footed. He's more rugged, and he is pounds heavy, that's for sure. Bull has plenty of muscle, just doesn't balance up quite as well as those two ahead of him. Need him to be a little more relaxed when you get him in motion.
Well, congratulations in class 53, first place exhibited by Kel Tassin. Second place will go to Lissy Beefmasters, and third place will go to Olivia Ainsworthy. We're now going to bring you first and second in. Our judge will select his champion reserve here in your intermediate division.
Well, as we get him back out here for division, the yellow bull or the gold bull to my right is a single entry. We're going to talk, and you have to appreciate his masculinity and ruggedness. Bull's really big backed and powerful when you get in behind him. Love the side view shape and turn down to his quarter and stifle. That bull is ultra powerful. He has a nice look to him from the side. Probably need his underline to balance up just a little bit better. Maybe just give him a shot more bone. But again, a really high quality, shapely kind of a bull. For me, there's one that just hits me awfully hard. That bull that's going to win Class 2, the black one here in front of me, is going to be your champion division. Yellow bull is going to be reserved. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations in your intermediate division. Your champion will come out of Class 53, Cal Tassin, and reserve champion coming out of Class 52, Kaylee Beeson. Now going to bring in Class 60. This will be your final, or your only class here in our Junior Bull division.
Two bulls we got out in front of us are just a class of two that are also going to serve as the champion and reserve of this division. So I'm going to go through and talk them both real quick. The red and white bull to my right is one that's really rugged and long-bodied. I love his foot size and shape and the way that he hits the surface. His lower joints exceptional. I think the bull has plenty of power. Maybe he doesn't quite balance up quite as well as the black bull to my left, but that's awfully picky on a high quality one. And then the black bull, one that's balanced and really proportional. I love his lines and his angles. He's probably the bigger footed, heavier boned one, has plenty of dimension, wants to step outside of himself just a little bit when we get him into motion. But again, you have some trade-offs. For me, I like the black bull to win. I like the red and white bull to be reserved in this division. Congratulations to both exhibitors.
Well, congratulations in our Junior Bull division. Your first place will go to Kale Tassin, and second reserve champion will go to Mink Farms. We had a single entry in our Senior Bull division, so I believe at this time we're going to bring in all of our division champion and reserves. We'll bring in that senior at the very end, evaluate him for the first time. We're going to select your grand and reserve grand champion, Beefmaster Bulls, here at the Cattlemen's Congress. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, as Jim Nork starts to fill up for our Supreme Drive, let's put our hands together for not only our Beefmaster exhibitors, for our judge today.
Well, we have a packed house right now, and I think everyone who's just entering the stadium or the Coliseum here needs to appreciate the 4 bulls that we have out here in front of us because they're ultra high quality. I'm going to talk the bull at the far left here. He's a single entry, wins that senior yearling division, and I think the bull needs to be talked. He's long, he's really muscular. He's probably the biggest top, thickest ended one out here. Does the bull need a little more depth of body for me? Yes, I think he's a little shallower heeled, a little more broken down on his rear pasterns, but one that has a very striking look. He's very shapely and muscular. I'm not going to go through and talk all of these. I think just as I said in the heifer show, we have some bulls out here that suit what I strive to breed, to find, and replicate. I think all these are going to be useful in their own right. But I do think that when we talk about bulls, you have some that are just really good, phenotypically good-looking bulls that are going to be cleanup bulls or herd sires or whatever you may ask. But there's one out here that I think maybe could take it to the next level and be an AI sire, something that could really push a breed in the right direction, one that's a standout, kind of the man amongst boys, if you will, out here. So let's everyone ringside. I know we're gearing up for Supreme Drive. Let's give them one big round of applause. I'm going to go get you a champion and reserve Beefmaster bull. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be out here. I want to thank Cindy and the whole staff. I'm not going to get long-winded. Thank you, everyone, and let's go get you a pair of bulls.
And congratulations, Grand Champion Beefmaster Bull here at the Cattlemen's Congress. Congratulations to Cale Tassin. And congratulations, your reserve Grand Champion Beefmaster Bull here at the Cattlemen's Congress. Coming out of that bull calf division, congratulations to Callie Ellis. Well, once again, congratulations to all of our Beefmaster exhibitors. A special thank you to our judge and to the association. We are going to get our ring cleared and ready for our Supreme Drive. Don't go far. We'll start back here in just a couple minutes.